What is up, everybody? This is Rainbow, and I thought I would talk about the 3 new heroes that are coming out. Clear this, clear, and so the 3 heroes that are coming out today are Visage, Ezalor, or Ezalor, I think. I'm not sure what they're gonna call this. They're either gonna call him necro'lic or Visage, and they're either gonna call him Ezalor or Keeper of the Light. And this is the Nerubian Assassin. In Dota 2 they're renaming him the Nyx Assassin, NYX, because of copyright reasons. Nerubian is like a Warcraft thing, and so is a Nubarak, so they couldn't use either of his names. As far as I know, he is the only hero so far to actually need a full name change. I think the other one that's going to need a full name change is Cairn Bloodhoot, the Torrent Chieftain, but we'll see. So anyway, I thought I would just go over the strengths and weaknesses of each of these heroes. So I'll start with Visage because he's my favorite, and I absolutely cannot wait for this hero to come out. He's going to be one of my top played, I think, because he's a pet class, and I am all about that. So, so his abilities, Grave Chill. It's you know, he sucks attack speed and movement speed from an enemy, so he gets the buff, they lose it. They get a debuff, so you're effectively like doubling the effect almost. I mean, you're taking their speed and you're adding to your own, so it's really good for chasing someone down, stealing attack speed from carries. Pretty good ability. His big thing, Soul Assumption, is this big nuke that he can use, but he needs charges for it to hit with max damage, and those charges are generated by heroes taking damage around him, both enemy and allied heroes. So basically he's really good in a tri-lane, and he's really good in team fights. Well, this ability is. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, like tri-lanes, because there's just a lot of damage being thrown around, lots of, you know, if you like initiate on someone, they're going to take a bunch of damage, it's going to give you a lot of charges, and you're going to be able to nuke them with Soul Assumption really well. So he's a great tri-lane hero, he's a great team fighter. Gravekeeper's Cloak is a passive that just gives him a, it's almost like Refraction with Templar Assassin, but not as good as that. It doesn't, you don't have to like spend mana or anything, but it gives you a bunch of armor, a bunch of magic resistance, which deteriorates as he gets hit, and then it'll kind of layer back on after not taking it damage for 6 seconds.
Our allies' town needs help.
His ultimate summons 2 gargoyles. With Aghanim Scepter, it's 3, and these gargoyles, they basically, let's see, they basically like they can fly over cliffs and things, and when they go into stone form, bam, stone form, they stun everything where they land. So it's a big AoE stun, so it's, I think it's 2 seconds? I believe it's 2 seconds. And so basically you can stun him for 2 seconds, stun him for another 2 seconds. With Aghanim Scepter you can stun him for a total of 6 seconds for an AoE, which is nuts. And they're great for helping ganks go off and stuff, because they do a lot of damage. They also lose attack as they attack, yes. So every time they attack, their damage goes down, and then it'll go back up after not attacking for a while. This basically just keeps them from being a little too overpowered as far as like ganking and stuff. They do a lot of damage, but it's kind of bursty, I guess, because their damage goes away. Eventually they don't do any damage, they do like 10. So
our allies' town needs help.
Unnoticeable by the time you're level 6. But anyway, so that's Visage. He's a really good ganker, really good team fighter, great in tri-lanes. I'm really looking forward to this. You guys can expect a first-person view video of Visage from me pretty soon, so feel free to subscribe if you want to see that. And the next hero that I'm going to look at is Keeper of the Light, which is one of my more played Dota 1 heroes actually, just because I like Illuminate and I like Spirit Form. It's really cool. Chakra Magic is, or Mana Leak is a little nichey, but when you do get a good Mana Leak off, it's freaking devastating. And Chakra Magic is pretty nice if you're laning with someone with mana problems, like Juggernaut or something. You can just spam his, spin. It's really cool. It can kind of make him into a little bit of an overpowered, like laner. Like you just max Chakra Magic with like a, I don't know, someone with like a big damage but they can only use it a couple times ability, like, I don't know, it's like Earthshaker would be able to spam Fissure, that kind of thing. It's just be like, oh god. Juggernaut would be able to spin like crazy. Really cool ability. Pretty simple. Illuminate's like this charged up ability that you can cancel whenever you want. See? Bam, cancel. And the longer you channel it up, the more damage it does. And it does a huge nuke if you can channel it all the way up.
Fine.
So Mana Leak is like Bloodseeker's ultimate, but with mana instead of health. If they run, they lose mana for running. And they get stunned if they run out of mana from it. So they get stunned for 2 seconds. 2.2 seconds. And so that's pretty good. Pretty simple. You just use it on heroes. It either forces them to stand still or they lose all their mana. So it's really good for chasing situations or ganking.
Our allies' town
because if they're
needs
forced
help.
to run away, they might get stunned by the. It's 75 mana for spammable Mana Leak. It's really nice. Spirit Form is kind of like a Metamorphosis style ability. It turns him into like a ghost, and it gives him a couple extra abilities. So let's check that out. First of all, it's Blinding Light. It's a big AoE knockback ability that makes them miss. Yeah, it gives them a 80% chance to miss, which is pretty cool.
What is it now?
Next, he has Recall, that you can recall any hero from across the map. It gets cancelled if they take any damage though, so it's not the best for saving teammates, more for initiating as a gank or something. He can also cast Illuminate without having to channel it himself. So yeah, his little spirit will stay behind.
I can hardly wait.
Like Storm Spirit.
Whatever.
And you can run around and he'll still channel it. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty simple. He's really good for team fights if you can get a nice Illuminate off. He's got good control abilities, good ganking. He reminds me a little bit of a Wisp, kind of, you know, with that you know, bring someone with you kind of thing. Like you can just suddenly have an extra teammate kind of thing. So, pretty cool hero.
You require my assistance.
Not a whole lot else to say about him, I guess. I mean, he's pretty simple. Often I find him a tad ineffective in the game. He seems like his abilities are good, but there's better heroes. A little bit. I've seen that some Azalers carry or just like rape a team. And it just depends. You need to have really good control abilities, like an Enigma Black Hole plus an Illuminate. It's devastating. So anyway, we'll go to the last hero now. It's coming out this week. His name is Nerubian Assassin,
Our
or
allies'
Nyx
town
Assassin.
needs help.
And he's pretty simple. He has a lion style impale ability. It's an AoE stun. He has a mana burn. Very simple as well. But the good thing about mana burn is that it scales into the late game because
Our
it
allies'
does a
town needs help.
percentage of the intelligence, 4 times the enemy's intelligence as a mana burn. So, you know, they have 100 intelligence, it burns 400 mana, that kind of thing. And Spiked Carapace is a little armor buff. Go whoop! And his like spikes stick out. And the next attack or spell that hits him will be reflected and it'll stun the target. So like if you get ulted by Alina, it'll ult her back, that kind of thing. So it's pretty crazy if you use it right. It's one of those, it's like a phase shift with Puck. You have to be really careful with it, but I'm good with it. It's pretty game breaking. It's pretty ridiculous. His ultimate is simple. It's a stealth, and he does a big time nuke when he attacks out of it. Cool things is that it's an instant invisibility. It's Windwalk, like the Blade Master ability in Warcraft 3. It is a Windwalk, so you go instantly invisible. There is no fade time, and your damage actually you don't get taken out of stealth until the damage is done instead of the swing animation goes off. So you just get that little extra millisecond of extra gank time. So basically, obviously, like his spells just scream ganker. He's like a mad burst damage ganker kind of hero. And it has a 50-second cooldown, and he can go invisible for 50 seconds. So he can be theoretically invisible forever. It gives a huge movement speed bonus. So in that way, he's kind of like, you know, a little bit more bursty than a bounty hunter, maybe. But whatever, he's a cool hero. He's got a nice CC. It's like a mix of a bunch of heroes. So that's pretty cool. I might play a game with him, but he's definitely not my cup of tea. I don't really like playing stealth heroes that much, but it's okay. I like playing intelligence heroes. Who knows, I might make just a video for all three and just fail it up with the Nubarak, like that failed Naga Siren video. If you haven't seen that, please feel free to watch it so that you never pick heroes like that ever again. Like, that game. Everyone on our team picked a carry. It sucked. But anyway, so these are the three heroes. I am going to be excited to show them off when it comes out in Dota 2 in a couple hours. And thanks for watching. Later.